And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luke L. Blaze on The Metal Experience.
Woo! And we just heard some Melvins, The Bit, Jesus Lizard, Mouth Breather, and Russian Circles, Deficit. I am Luke O'Blaze with Morgan Danielle, and we are here tonight with Oxblood.
Yeah.
Hey there.
Why don't you guys
Oxblood!
go ahead and introduce yourselves and what you do in the L Band Day?
And who we might be missing, if any.
No
Sure.
one.
No, it's just three of us. I'm Andrew. I play bass and sing.
I'm Ben. I play guitar and sing.
I'm Brandon. I play drums and sing.
Try that again, Braden.
I'm holding my mic. I'm Brandon. I play drums and sing.
And your mic was off.
Is that good? Is it on?
Yeah.
That was
It's
great.
okay.
Excellent.
He plays drums. He's not used to flipping the switch on the microphone.
It's my first time.
Or holding it.
He usually holds an and
I'm
drums
so
at the
nervous.
same
Yeah,
time.
there you go, right?
You just learned our
One
secret,
stick,
Brandon.
one mic, bing. Might mix it up here and there.
Your mic has never been on before. This is the first time.
No one's
I'm
heard
Brandon.
you speak
I
until
play
now.
drums and Oxblood, and I think that I sing, but I don't because my mic is off.
So, Oxblood, a very peculiar name. Tell us how that came about. Oxblood. Is this
Andrew.
from...
Andrew,
I've just
this
learned what Oregon Trail is. Is it from this game? that
No,
we've
it's
been
not from
discussing?
it's not from
Okay.
Oregon Trail. So
This is the most manly story ever.
it is. So we went through a ton of band names. I think we had an email string at one point that probably had 150 or 200.
Ooh, give us some
names.
ideas
Which-
as to
which
what you could have
happens-
been called.
It happens to everyone.
Ooh, what
Yeah.
was the one name we were going to be called? At the Gates of the Arctic.
Oh, Gates of the Arctic was one of
Gates
them.
of the Arctic.
There's a band out of Indiana that has an awesome name, and now I can't remember what the hell it was.
Trenches or something?
Trenches.
Yeah.
Trenches.
Yeah,
Ronan.
Yeah, Ronan. Yeah, there was a bunch of cool ones. So,
What was the most uncool one?
Oh, God.
Oxblood.
Oxblood.
So to keep the story really rock, I was shopping on Michigan Avenue with my wife, and I went
I
into
was there.
and Brandon
And
was
my
there.
You
girlfriend
had an
was
epiphany.
there.
You were just the
We
third
on
wheel.
we were on a double date, Andrew.
We were on a double shopping date, and so there was
Double
So
shopping.
metal.
there's a cardigan, and that there's a cardigan that was of a certain color. Checked it out. It was called Oxblood. I was like, that actually sounds way fucking cooler than this cardigan is. And so I was like, sounds kind of sweet metal. So I texted it to Ben, and Ben was like, that sounds pretty cool. And I showed it to Brandon, and he's like, I really like this cardigan. So
Just like, that's not the point, dude. This is our band name.
yeah, that's kind of how it.
And you
how it
didn't get the
came about.
cardigan, did you?
No, I don't think you got the cardigan.
No, I didn't
ended
get
up-
the cardigan. I do
I left
actually have an
a
Oxblood
winter
cardigan
hat
now,
that's-
but
Do you really? Why don't you guys all have matching cardigans now?
We have matching hoodies.
we have matching hoodies.
Yeah.
Matching hoodies?
We didn't wear them today.
You should get custom made Oxblood cardigans to sell.
And
Duh!
almost
I mean,
matching
it goes off your
shoes.
matching
Yeah.
shoes.
I have
and
come up with a lot of great sales ideas that these guys shut them down.
I bet you
immediately.
look like a really
We
good
shoot down
salesman.
every idea you
yeah.
They don't want Oxblood trucker hats either. So.
Nice.
Or scarves.
Yeah, or scarf.
What's
you
wrong
know
with
what?
that?
The second thing about the band name, though, is a ton of bands have an animal and like a color in their name, and I
Red
think,
Fang, Black
like,
Tusk.
There you go, and then like Electric Hawk from Chicago, and like Sweet Cobra. So we're kind of like
Electric-
all such
Electric
awesome
is
band
not a
names. We
color.
kinda wanted to
Sweet's
do
not a
something
color.
Like that.
I've never seen the color sweet before.
No, I
I totally
color
have.
Or an animal, color or an animal.
Okay.
So we were like, we really wanted to do something like that too, but we wanted to be original. And then when we came up with Oxblood, it's a color as well. So we thought that it was kind of satisfying that criteria as well in a unique way. At least that's how I think
Yeah.
about it anyway. maybe I just told you guys that right now. For the
It's
first time
also
ever.
short, which is
Yeah.
I've made
important.
the mistake of going the other way and having things that
Yeah.
are way too long, and you have
Rather
to
than a
explain.
sentence that you have to chant
Right.
Yeah.
And then when
that
someone
everybody
asks you,
abbreviates.
what's your band name, and the response is what?
Yeah.
That's not what you want.
Not a good thing.
Yeah,
No.
when you have
Yeah.
to explain things.
Now, for some reason, if you guys ever get tired of like one metal, you can always go power metal because I can totally see Oxblood being like this like Minotaur character on
Like
your
a
album cover.
Viking?
Yeah.
Oh, totally. Guar style outfits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's to say
Axis.
we don't have
Yeah.
those already?
Those are being made right now.
Well, for those that want to call in, the phone lines are open. It is 773-657-3341. And those wanting to tune in, we are live on our website, themetalexperience.com. There's a live stream going, so definitely check that out. And 773-657-3341. It is posted on the website, too, in case you forget it. So definitely chat us up. Send us phone calls. We need to talk.
Send us phone
Send
calls.
us phone calls. That makes
By
a whole lot
carrier
of sense.
pigeon.
Yeah, there you go. By carrier pigeon. So tell us a little bit about how you guys became a band. How did you all meet?
Well, I had met Andrew probably 9 years ago at this point.
Something like that,
I was forming a band when I moved to Chicago, and Andrew, we met through a mutual friend. He came out to try out as a singer. We didn't think he was good, so we said no. Obviously, that's not true anymore.
They've settled for me. I had extensive vocal lessons in the
He's
past
gotten
9
better.
years.
He's gotten better.
So-
Better. I mean, it's actually true. But we had a beer, we hang out, we're still friends. So when all of us had projects that were sort of winding down or not working quite right, we all hung out at a Shiner reunion show, 2012. They played All of the Egg at
the
Bottom
Bottom
Lounge,
Lounge.
which is just an amazing show. And we all got drunk and we're like, yeah, we should play music. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, Ben and I stayed after the show, and I think it might have been a work night as well, maybe.
Yeah, it was like
No,
a
it was-
Tuesday
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, it was during the middle of the week, and it was like we went to the bar after the show. We started chatting. We were chatting about the previous projects we were working on and what we wanted to do and what direction we wanted to go on. And it was kind of like being on a first date where it's like, hey, we should hang out again. We should play music together. And then we started jamming after that.
Aw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very romantic.
And by jamming, I mean making sweet love.
And how would you describe Oxblood's sound? Like, where do you guys draw your influences from?
Ooh, man, I've thought about this extensively trying to write our bio.
Well, yeah, I mean, the
Trying
bio
to-
stuff's always tough. But I mean, the thing is, like, we all listen to a ton of bands. I think largely I try to write stuff that I like and like to listen to, which will draw influences from, like, the Melvins, from Russian Circles, like, from those bands that are like, oh, this is a really heavy passage. And we'll even name parts after bands we think it sounds like. Oh, this part sounds like the Deftones. Or, oh, this part sounds like Helmsley. But, like, sort of combining them all into something we think sounds good and is cohesive.
Yeah.
Is the way to go. Yeah. I've been trying to quickly describe us as a metal-infused experimental rock trio. I think it's the best and quickest way you can get to, like...
You could go down such a rabbit hole with, like, oh, we're
Trying to describe
post-metal
us,
/ noise rock
Apocalyptic
/
hardcore.
Now, when you mentioned Deftones, it just reminds me of something one of my buddies said at a show. Some band like was started opening with like his drum fill. He's like, oh, it's about to get all kinds of Deftones in here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, we definitely have stuff like that, and I think, yeah, I don't know. I think that there's like in talking to some people recently, we've kind of found that there's some groups of bands in Chicago that have kind of taken the idea, not quite what we do, but kind of similar and a little bit sludgy, a little bit mathy, a little bit hardcore. And a little bit of metal, and kind of mix that together. And so a lot of the guys that we just naturally kind of flock to, like Electric Hawk, like War Bride's another great band, Swan King, like all those guys we're not doing the same thing, but it's kind of this similar little elements that we're pulling from. I think is pretty cool, and it's not something I hear outside of the city too much.
Yeah, or even the Midwest sort of
Yeah.
sound. Like there's, I think, within the Midwest, we're all fans of the same Midwestern bands too. Like some of that stuff that's come from, as we said, like Shiner. If it's not necessarily the same melodic style, there's a lot of really heavy elements, a lot of dynamics, and we all combine a lot of the same influences. And also, those guys all put on really killer shows. So we're all at the same shows together. We're part of the same scene. We like to play shows with those bands too because it's awesome. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys just released an album. What is that entitled?
Tides.
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 Let's play a track off that just so people can get familiar with your sound. What's the first track that you want to play?
Let's just play the first song. It's called Liars.
Shit. Now, problem is when our other sound engineer like just copied the CDs to the computer, he just labeled them CD1 and CD2.
All right, CD1, track 1, I believe.
Okay,
CD
then.
one's got 4 tracks. That's the right one.
Ah, I see. Okay, thank you.
So our album is now called CD1. This is the song track one.
Track 1. AKA Tides.
And now, back to the metal experience.
Did you say hookers and blow?
No, I said the metal experience.
That's not nearly as good.
Do you want a taco? Do you?
All right, we're back. I'm Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze, and we're here with Oxblood, and we just heard the first track off the new CD, Tides. What was that entitled?
It's called Liars.
Liars. I can only guess what that song's about, but just to humor the world, what is that song about?
So, if you had guessed, I do like the Melvins, and I don't know if you've ever tried to understand any of their lyrics, but they make no sense.
Okay.
So I just kind of make words that I think sound good and sometimes have a point.
The Melvins make a lot of sense. I don't know what
Oh,
you're on.
yeah. Big Bolt Deluxe, Big Bolt Denied. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Did you happen to catch his solo show at, I believe it was the Beat Kitchen?
I was horribly ill, so no, but I
Damn.
desperately wanted to. Yeah, I'm a huge King Buzzo fan. I like what he does a lot. He's a cool guy, too.
Wait, are you just a Melvins fan, or are you also a fan of the Jelvins with Jello?
Oh, I'll be honest, I haven't listened to them very much. So I don't know.
There's something called the Jelvins.
Oh, dear God.
Well, yeah, that's the name they go by when they have Jello Biafra do guest spots on their live shows and stuff.
Nice. I did not know that.
You learn something new every day. Yeah. So, where did you guys record Tides at?
We recorded at Howell Street Recordings, which is a studio up in Milwaukee run by Shane Hochstetler. We did both records there. Our friends in War Brides went up and recorded there. We listened to the record and was like, this sounds awesome. And he's really, really nice guy.
Unbelievably nice.
Yeah, really easy to work with. He's actually expanding his studio now, but we're super happy with it. And Brandon, you knew him from...
Yeah, when I was driving up there and arrived, you guys surprised me with the fact that he was a drummer. And I was like, oh, this is great. I love when engineers are drummers. And then I was like, what bands are you in? He's like, I'm in this band called Call Me Lightning. And I had, played with his band in 2003 when I was
You had
living
no
in
idea
Milwaukee
who
at
this
the
dude
time.
was.
I'd seen him around and knew of him, but I was like, whoa, that's you. Holy cow. I knew your band. So then we hit it
Aw.
off.
Yeah.
So
How long did Tides take to record?
We did it in 5 days.
5 days?
Yeah.
How long was the last album that you took?
Also 5 days.
Also 5 days.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
get it done.
Well, we all. It's funny. I know bands have gone in and done whole albums in just straight up 2 days.
Oh,
just
God.
one take, live tracking everything, and that's great. And I dig that style of stuff. But we play in a lot of odd time, and we're kind of perfectionists, so it's really easy to get down a rabbit hole of well, that hit was a little late, so we either do a retake or spend time editing or do all.
We're
that
only
stuff.
kind of perfectionists.
Correct.
Yeah. It's like
Bordering on OCD.
50% of the time. It's got to be perfect.
Phone lines are open, 773-657-3341. We're on a little bit until after 10, so you definitely still have time. 773-657-3341. Dave?
Oh, look
Dave?
at him.
Oh, he was asleep.
Oh my God, you're sleeping on the job.
What a dick.
Could I speak to the drug dealer of the house, please?
Let's hear it from the soundboard.
Cookies?
Yeah, I haven't been the most awake today. As you can tell, I've been chugging Monster, so.
Oh, look at him chug some more Monster. God, he looks so hot. What do you got for us, Dave?
All right, Every Time I Die has a new album in the works.
Yes.
Awesome.
I didn't think they were still together, but, there it is.
That's why they're on Warped Tour.
All right, and this other hardcore band, I've never heard of them before, but they sounded cool, and their logo looked kind of cool. They're called Clean Break. They have they're streaming 2 songs of their upcoming album called Face Value.
Ooh.
Well, there you go. Anything else, David?
All right, this is kind of a little bit old. The guitarist from the Dead Kennedys, East Bay Ray, launched an Indiegogo campaign to help pay his medical bills.
Ooh.
What are his medical bills?
He essentially was to fix something in his wrist because it's severe, something like carpal tunnel. It was actually really bad. But last time I checked the Indiegogo campaign, he was looking to raise $5,000, and he's already raised. Let's see here, $5,705, and still 31 days left to contribute.
Oh, there you
Holy
go.
shit. I've never heard of an Indiegogo campaign for your medical bills.
Yeah,
Apparently, he does not have
sadly-
insurance.
Yeah, I've sadly seen a couple. Unfortunately, we
Really?
So there's a Chicago band called Scientists.
Oh, yes, I do know that.
Yeah,
Yes.
that poor guy Eric, super cool dude. That band's awesome, and he just had a really dumb rap.
There's actually a
second
benefit show
Tomorrow.
at
I'm looking it up.
tomorrow with Taken by the Sun.
Yep.
A couple other bands playing the bottle. What is it called?
Empty Bottle.
The Empty Bottle.
Yeah,
There we go.
Yeah, everyone should go to that.
So that's a
needs help.
benefit to raise money and to help him donate for. He needs surgery, right?
Yeah, he broke a vertebrae and
Yeah.
both his wrists.
That's
Oh, damn.
brutal.
Yeah, and he's like a carpenter. So
Yeah, so that's not
it's
good.
all
He's
bad.
been out of work, so definitely help the guy out. He's in a great band. You know, there's a lot of support for him and a lot of different local bands. So definitely check that out tomorrow night at the Empty Bottle. I'm pretty sure the show starts at 8. I know Taken by the Sun is for sure playing. I think it's $5 donation.
I think it's a $5 donation. They've got posters that
Mm-hmm.
they're selling too. There's Huntsman and Dead Sheriff and Queen Buzz are also playing.
There we go. So definitely check that out. Dave,
All
continue.
right. Rancid is also shooting a new music video.
Shut up, Luco.
That band still exists?
I like Rancid.
I do too. It's okay.
I thoroughly
Yes.
despise Rancid.
I'm just not a fan of Tim.
He just doesn't like Tim Armstrong's voice. It's unique, okay?
Well, actually, there was a funny.
That's
No,
another
it's-
word for bad.
Yeah,
up.
no, it's like, hey, let me just get fucking hammered and give these people crap, and then they're like, oh man, we love when you shower us with your crap.
No.
People still buy his crap. That band's crap.
There was a
They're crap.
the-
They shouldn't
no,
be
I'm-
around anymore.
Hey,
They're crap. They
uh,
should have never gotten to the stardom that they're at.
You're very passionate about that.
I really hate Rancid.
Hey, if you ever want to feel better about it, at least Josh Homey from Queens of the Stone Age stole his wife.
oh, there you go.
nice.
Oh yeah,
I do kinda
From the
feel
lead
better
singer
now.
Rancid, right?
Yeah, no,
had
she
no
was.
idea.
She was like the singer. She's in the
Distillers? Oh, I didn't realize that they broke up.
Yeah.
She's
yeah,
a-
he stole her years ago.
Yeah, she's a
Fucking A.
weird looking chick.
But no, I don't like
Pull
Tim.
up a picture of this weird looking.
Apparently,
weird
I've
looking
gotten that
chick.
compliment that I sound like the chick from the Distillers. Very weird.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. I
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I just know Rancid's fucking terrible.
Oh my god.
Yeah, her name is Brody. Brody.
Brody.
Dale.
Let's see a picture. Pull
That's
her
a
up.
dude's name.
Okay, yeah. Well, while I get that picture, I was gonna say I don't like Tim Armstrong just because on his record label he signs a lot of homophobic bands, and that ain't cool.
That fucking
that
sucks.
That's no good.
Doesn't stop me
And
from liking Rancid.
there was a
or the transplants. Hey, the transplants are
but
awesome.
there
too.
was an awesome comic I had seen that said Dear Tim, this is your doctor. You don't have cancer. Also, you're not British, so you can stop talking like that.
There you go.
Was he part of Hellcat Records?
Ugh.
Yeah, there
That's his
she
wife?
is. Yeah, it's Brody.
That's
She's
Josh
nasty looking.
Holmes' wife
I
now.
don't
Josh
like
Holmes is
her.
awesome.
He is awesome, and he stole his Tim Armstrong's wife.
There you go.
Probably because he didn't like Tim Armstrong. He's like, how can I get back?
Probably because he had a bag of crack. Look at her.
He might have.
Hey, I got a bag of crack. Come over
Because
here.
I want to date a chick with that dragon on her shoulder.
Who
And
likes
that
crack?
Thanks.
nasty lip ring thing hanging out of her mouth with a massive, ugly red.
All right. Well,
lipstick.
I mean,
Wow.
She's nasty looking. Are
Morgan,
you kidding?
There's a lot of hate going on.
We're-
She looks
Yeah, I
like
got a lot of
a
hate.
prostitute.
We're in a box of hate right now.
Yeah.
in a glass
I'm in a
case.
glass,
of-
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Morgan, don't hold back. Tell us your true feelings about her. You're being
Zoom
so
in
subtle.
closer. I'll punch her in the face.
For
I
everyone
can't
at home
reach
listening,
through the two glass windows.
Dave just zoomed in.
She's so disgusting. Look at those bags under her eyes from doing so much coke.
Well, hey.
I took it away.
Done. Good.
So me first and the Gimme Gimmes have played a new cover
Yes!
of Paul Abdul's
Nice.
Straight Up.
Straight up.
Nice.
Yeah, they were on tour with the bass player from Bad Religion because I guess Fat Mike's not on the tour right now.
Huh?
Nice.
Yeah.
No,
So,
not nice.
but they
That
did
was
cover
terrible.
Straight Up from Paul Abdul.
Well, me first to give me movies I do thoroughly enjoy. So
Last time I saw them was with Lars and the Bastards. Lars Fredrickson
Nice.
and the Bastards.
The better band of Rancid.
Yes. Yeah, I like them a lot too. But yeah, them and Dropkick Murphys.
Whew.
Nice.
that's a show.
Were you
Dropkick Murphys.
17?
I was 19. Yes.
See.
So NPR also released a 100-song compilation for the South by Southwest 2014
100
mix
song compilation.
for free.
Is it one disc?
I don't know. It's just a free download.
It's like one of those Whose Lines in It Anyways. Remember when they used to do those CD reviews and it's like you can get 75 songs on one cassette. It was like really ridiculous amounts of songs. I love stuff. Okay.
Speaking of bands that've been around too long, the Misfits' new album is in the works.
What?
According to Jerry Only.
Bands that have been around too long? Are you kidding me?
Is this who's in this lineup?
Jerry Only, duh.
Well, they just asked Jerry. I don't know if it's like the new Fits or whatever.
Did they just put out a CD that was terrible? And now
Devil's
they're going
Rain?
back to make another terrible
Almost
CD?
garbage.
Quote, The Devil's Rain came out in October 2011, so it was released over just 2 years
Jesus,
ago.
I felt like it was yesterday.
So wait a minute. All right. How many different versions of the Misfits have there been like over the last
bunch.
3 years? There's been like 20, right?
What?
Haven't there?
Jerry Only, Michael Graves, and Danzig.
On record, there's been
Three.
No, but in tour, like they tour.
But
with a
touring,
bunch of-
it's a
Tour is just fucking
revolving
ridiculous
door.
all over the place.
Yeah, they've borrowed Marky Ramone on drums. They had Robo back, Des Carneta. I believe there was something. Didn't Danzig say he wanted to get the original group back together?
No, that was
Doyle.
Doyle.
Doyle, right? My bad.
Yeah, how dare you? Anything else, Dave?
Get your facts straight.
So Banner Pilot is going on tour.
Who?
Banner Pilot? No, never mind.
Who's Banner Pilot?
They're- They sounded familiar. I remember they were big, kind of like somewhat big a few years ago, and they're just going on tour.
Obviously, they weren't big if you don't remember their name. If they somewhat sounded familiar to you,
Anyway, they're coming to the Beat Kitchen, so that's
there
gonna
you
be
go.
a small show.
small show
You should go
for
see them,
nobody.
support them.
There you go. Dave, go there. Go.
The complete opposite of a small show. Heavy Montreal announced a lineup
We're not in Canada.
for people who are in Canada.
I know.
And
Nice.
if you hear this lineup,
Hey?
you might want to go. It's
Ugh,
going to be Slayer,
driving to Canada. Nope.
Slayer, Metallica,
Yeah.
Lamb of God, The
Yeah.
Offspring,
Huh.
Anthrax, Bad Religion,
Yeah.
DRI,
Yeah.
Dropkick
Yeah.
Murphys, Pennywise, Exodus, Hatebreed, Municipal Waste, Overkill, and We Came as Romans.
That's a pretty good lineup.
That is pretty sweet.
Yeah, and there's more to it here.
I want to see Offspring and Lamb of God on the same stage.
There's also,
And then Metallica.
Protest the Heroes going to be there.
They're okay. I'm really going for Battlecross on Saturday. Honestly, those guys are sweet.
Oh, and Whitechapel's gone.
Yes, I love
Good
Whitechapel.
thing you're gonna be there,
I'm
right?
totally going to Montreal in my mind.
Anything else, Dave?
Austrian Death Machine streamed a new song, Prepare to Be Conquered, off
Yes.
their album Triple
Nice.
Brutal.
Love those guys.
Nice.
They're still releasing that CD,
Yeah,
even though Tim's
April
going to
1st.
prison. April
There you
1st.
go.
I don't know if they're being serious with a joke for April 1st, but yeah,
It's
whatever.
probably a joke. The joke's all on Tim because he's not going to be able to do anything else with that album.
The
Unfortunately,
joke's on you
Yeah, the
because you
joke's on
buy
you.
it.
Maybe it'll pay his legal fees.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, right.
He pled guilty. Not gonna. You know.
Good. He should.
No way. She had it coming.
How
That
Christian?
That's, I
of him.
mean, there's
How
two
Christian
sides
of
to
him.
every story. How do you know she didn't deserve it? Come on, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying, I'm leaning towards either way, but I'm just saying, you never know. Maybe she deserved it.
I could see his point.
With the metal experience, I want to have a sit-down talk with Tim Lambesis and be like, come on, did she deserve it? Come on, just let me know.
well, you can go visit
In
him
his-
in prison,
in
look
his
through
eyes,
him
I'm
through the
sure.
glass, and just be like, "Okay, Tim,"
All right,
with
come on.
the phone
You know,
in
heart
your
to heart.
hand, just be like, "Tim, tell me the truth."
You could have asked him like weeks ago when I gave you his phone number.
It's not gonna work anymore,
No,
Dave.
well, weeks ago, or even like when I first told you the phone number.
I'm not gonna call Tim Lambesis his phone number and just bitch him out.
Listen, Tim, I
Like-
need you to talk to me
like
right now.
the,
So
the
like,
chances of
who
him
the
listening
fuck
to
is
that
this?
with how much voicemails he would have been getting, he's going to delete all of them.
Oh my god, I think we need to hear some more.
yeah,
music.
let's hear 2 songs of
Let's hear
Oxblood.
some more Oxblood. Dave, did you have anything else?
Just Bunny and the Bear streamed a new song.
Yes,
Well, all right. I don't know who
I
that
like
is,
Bunny
but-
the Bear.
Okay.
They're good. Weird, but good.
Well, let's play a
You'll hate
twofer.
'em.
Let's get back into Oxblood. What do you guys got next? Track 2 and track 3?
Sounds-
773-657-3341. Call in after these songs.
What are those 2 tracks called? Do you
Geist and Burned.
Geist.
Burned? Boom. Let's do it.
Fight!
And now, back to the metal experience.
Did you say hookers and blow?
No, I said the metal experience.
That's not nearly as good.
Do you want a taco? Do you?
We promise there's more sweepers coming soon. Dave's going to update us more with.
These are fun. I like your new sweepers. They're fun. You're a fun guy,
I was supposed
Dave.
to get tracks emailed to me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's been a chaotic week at work. We'll get them to you next week.
I died.
He died
Almost.
in his mind. Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
better now.
But I'm better. I swallowed flaming hot embers, and then I died. And I came back to life. It's a regular...
Vomited, couldn't
regular-
breathe.
It's a regular
insisted I
Saturday
take
night,
him
you know?
home.
Yeah. Regular Saturday night.
Smoking hookah, or what were you doing?
I'd rather not talk about it. So it was not a real bright moment in my life. Nothing I want to look back on
Yeah.
too often.
So
You bounce back
you're
quick?
trying to emulate Richard Pryor?
Yeah, I got to do what I got to do. So do some things.
All right, well, back with Oxblood, we are the Metal Experience, and you can call in. We're still live until a little bit after 10, so 773-657-3341. We know people are listening. They keep texting the band, so why they're not calling, too, to talk to the band in person.
Calling you out.
Yeah, right? So,
like, we
those
don't
people,
need to ask them questions. We grew up with these assholes.
So call in. Embarrassing. Hey, while you're thinking about what to say when you want to call in, think of the most embarrassing thing that you know about these guys and say it on air. We'd love to know some dirt on these three gentlemen. So 773-657-3341.
We've never done anything.
Oh yeah,
Dude, Abby is totally going to call in right now.
all of my decisions.
those last
I'm
two-
very proud of.
Those last two tracks that we heard, what were they called?
First one was Geist. Second one was Burned.
Okay, so Geist. Let's start with this one. What is Geist?
Geist is the German word for ghost, and it sounds cool.
And did you have a paranormal experience that influenced this song, or
No,
no? Just thought Geist was awesome.
Just
It'd
watching.
be a whole lot cooler.
Was this
if you
based
did.
off of
Way cooler. I
the
mean-
film called Ghost?
yes, but I was watching the German version, and then I got inspired to write a song
German
in
subtitled
17.
version.
Yeah, he just
So
Ben's DVD player. He still has one. Not Blu-ray.
I have a DVD player too. Nothing to be ashamed of.
I have a
bought
VHS
Blu-rays.
player.
I still have
Awesome.
So do I. So
You
do I.
win.
Yeah.
It's actually
You win.
it's one of those combo VHS players with a DVD player in
Nice.
too.
Yep,
Nice.
oh,
Those
awesome.
are key.
Awesome.
Those are key.
Yeah, so Ben's DVD player. Quit interrupting my joke. It's stuck on the German subtitles, so everything he watches has the German subtitles.
Nice.
It was funny.
Really?
Before you guys were interrupting it.
no,
did
not
you-
at all. There's zero
I was
truth
gonna
to that.
That's fucking awesome.
That would be great. Although I did enjoy when I was in high school, I did a exchange program with a school in Russia, and they had all these movies that were English movies, and they would, instead of actually dubbing the audio, just have someone in Russian say the lines over the rest of the movie. But they only had one guy do all of the voices. So I was watching
What?
From Dusk Till Dawn, and some Russian guy starts saying the stripper's lines. It's amazing. It's one of those
What was this?
amazing things.
What was this at? Where you said
It was a
school?
Russian version of
So
From
just-
Dusk Till Dawn.
Wondering
Selma Hayek must sound hot in Russian.
Oh yeah, Russian dude has been
Russian dude.
smoking 10 packs a day and drinking
when a
vodka.
sex scene comes on, you're just listening to a dude masturbating, right?
Does he make the grunt? Was he making the grunt noises or
or
something?
does he get really high pitched and go, I don't know. I don't know how it
I
sounds in Russian.
don't remember a sex scene from Dust Till Dawn. Now I have
Hey,
to watch this
he
movie
said he
again.
watched multiple movies in Russian. There's
I
got to be a
see.
sex scene in one of them that comes up where
Hey.
he's got two Eddies.
No, I watched that in Con Air. I don't remember. any
Awesome.
sex scenes.
Con Air?
Maybe he just fell silent because he didn't know what to do.
Right, he's like, I give up.
I've never experienced this. What sound does she make?
I'll go for a smoke break.
Just let the scene sink in, apparently. All right. And the second song,
Second song is called Burned,
Burned.
and that is a word that is sung in that song. Hence,
Which is how we came up with the title.
that's how we came up with the title.
Because before that, we were calling it Bucket.
Bucket.
Right?
Well,
Or Honey Bucket.
After-
Honey Bucket after a Melvin song,
Yeah.
which was a sort
Okay.
of vibe I was going for, which has also lyrics that make no sense. There's a theme there.
Okay.
That kind of makes sense a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I guess that one. Yeah, I don't know. I like a lot of imagery from like William Gibson novels, cyberpunk stuff, and there's a lot of. This is Honey Bucket, which is a fucking killer song.
Good
But
work.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah.
Great sound.
Or trigger figure.
Way to internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean I like a lot of that sci-fi imagery and some of the, I guess the ideas being about where like humanity and computers meld. I mean, that sounds completely incoherent, which is mostly true. But there's how I guess some of the Matrix ideas where your brain is electrical signals, it can be interacting with electronics.
No, we did have a
First
long,
Matrix,
we
not
had a
the
long,
other two.
Right.
We had a long
And
chat.
not the new prequels.
Wait, there's two other Matrix? No.
Apparently, they're making a fourth.
And they're
one. I
making a
just read it.
prequel
Are they really?
because
No,
Read it
prequel
today.
trilogy.
a prequel. Yeah,
I read Matrix 4, whatever that means.
more.
I don't know.
yeah.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
it's-
them. I thought
it's-
they were dumb when they
It's
came
the
out.
Star Wars model where they're going to do another trilogy that's a prequel somehow.
Wait,
Just
seriously?
Going to be
Yeah.
Really? Are they
They
really?
announced it
Oh,
like
wow.
this week.
not good.
No,
Bad
no.
times.
Actually, when you were saying like the mesh of like human and like cyborg,
Yeah.
You ever heard of the biomechanical tattoo style?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love that stuff.
Those things are awesome. Pull pictures up for Luco. These things are sick. Oh! Who's going to embarrass you guys first?
Oh, why'd you put
Probably
that
my
call to
wife.
action?
773-657-3341. The phone lines are open a little bit after 10 p.m., so definitely call in. We've got our first caller. You are on with the Metal Experience in Oxblood. Who is this?
Hi, this is Katie, and I have a question for Oxblood.
Hi, Katie.
Hi,
Hello,
Katie.
Katie.
Do it!
Okay, what is your creative process? Like, how do you come up with your riffs and things like that?
Oh man.
Oh well, typically I sit around by myself playing playing guitar until I find something that I think sounds cool. Well, I mean that too, but realistic.
Skin flute break.
A lot of the times, that only takes a couple minutes.
There's a lot of those breaks.
30, 45 seconds.
Right, if that.
It did not take long to go from the creative process to masturbation.
Hey, that's a creative process. You need time to
It's
just
a
put the
vital
instrument down,
It's a vital step.
play with
But,
the other
the
one, and
instrument.
then pick the other one back up again.
that and coffee.
There you go. There you go.
No, I mean a lot of times it's I'll give myself a set of rules. Be like, oh, I really want to figure out how to play something in 7.
No ball gags this time.
Right. I mean, you gotta expand your horizons. You know. So ball gags. Sometimes you gotta leave those at home. But no, I mean, you.
These people are staring at us in the car. Just
Yeah.
wave. Just wave. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, people on
They're
Milwaukee
like-
Avenue.
They don't know what's going on. They're backing up probably to find a place to park and watch us. Anyway, continue.
But yeah, and then we'll get a couple of ideas together and take it with a band and see what.
And then
What
we'll
everyone
just
else
kind of
comes up
start
with.
jamming on it, and then it'll remind me or Andrew of something, and then we kind of bring our own element into it, and then we just start throwing ideas out, and then more ideas get thrown out, and then when all of us agree on an idea, we're like, that's cool, then we leave it, and then we do a take of it, and then we go back and listen to it and completely rip it apart, and then rewrite it the
Yeah,
next
yeah,
day,
right.
and then we
Yeah,
do that for months at a time until we got a final song. I think.
Yeah, and
usually.
I think
Yeah.
one of the things that's cool is, well, I think it's cool. Brandon and I have been in bands now for
Three
and
or
a half-
4 years?
That's over 4 years now.
not quite as long as the almost decade that you've known Ben for.
Not quite.
Yes.
But we haven't been creative together
Before
for that
Andrew
long.
was good enough to be in a band with me.
Yeah. So
He was, yeah.
Such a dick.
He
Fuck
was
you
good enough
guys.
to be in a band with me, Ben.
yeah.
I have lower standards, apparently.
On the scale of talent, it's Ben at the top because he's so
Obviously.
tall and talented. And Brandon
Directly
fills the
related.
mediocre space, and then I come in at the back end. My original point, though, was
Did
because
you say
we
you come in the back end of Brandon?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yes.
Secrets out.
Oh, boy. See, nobody needed to call in with embarrassing stuff. We're digging this hole
I hope we're
ourselves.
answering your questions, Katie, and probably giving you more information than you needed to
I'm
know.
trying to legitimately
Wait, yeah,
answer
Andrew.
Katie's question.
Andrew, what were you going to say
Yeah,
about the
so
creative process?
no. I think what's cool is because we've been in bands for so long, and bass and drums kind of play off each other quite a bit. When one of us has an idea, we kind of know where the other one's going with it a lot of the time, and can feed off each other and kind of take Ben's kind of guitar idea that may be constrained in a time signature and something else, and then add the things that we do to it. And I think that over the 4 years, like our writing together has gotten a lot better and a lot more kind of in sync with each other, which is it's pretty fucking cool, I think.
I think one of the coolest, like my favorite times about writing is like when Ben will come in with a riff. You know, we're kind of putting a song together, and then, you know, so then I'm trying to play something on drums that I hear in my head, but I'm not physically capable of playing yet because, again, as Andrew said, I'm a mediocre drummer. So I'll sit by myself in the practice space and try and work on these parts that I can hear in my head and learn how to play them. And then while I'm doing that, I'll like come up with a beat like in that time signature or something that like, you know, what you were writing with, and I'm like, oh, this is really cool. We would do ourselves a disservice if we didn't like jam on this and try and incorporate this in a song. So Ben will write something that then inspires me to write something that kind of matches what Ben was writing, and then I throw that back at Ben, and then he like writes something on top of that, and I think we've come up with some really cool songs that way so far, which I think were really cool moments. You know,
Yeah, I
not
think-
every song happens that way, but a couple have
I
happened
mean,
that way, which is really cool.
I think what's most satisfying, like, is writing with other people and being able to take other ideas and incorporate them and get a feel out of a room. Like we're all jamming on something and get some vibe happening and capturing that and using that in a song. Like, I mean, I dig a lot of singer-songwriter guys. Those are cool stuff. But like, I never want to be the guy who's like, oh yeah, you guys are the band behind me. This is the Ben Bowman show, and I'm going to go play music.
We've
like,
never had that.
Yeah, you guys have written that before. Like, no. Songwriting credits are all mine. I've written them.
Ben's referencing previous projects.
Previous
that Andrew
projects
and I have
that
been
we've worked in. I think the other cool thing too is like lyrically, well, Ben writes nonsense, and somehow it all fits together, all of our nonsense. But what's been really cool, especially on this EP, I think, is, you know, our first EP. You take a band. I tell my wife, I'm kind of like, being in a band is like having 2 additional wives that you don't get to fuck, but somehow it's still rewarding.
You just admitted that you came in Brandon's ass.
No, Ben alluded to that.
That's not fucking. That's making love.
Ah, okay.
So-
Didn't know
Oh
that
my
there was a
goodness.
difference.
But like,
I thought that was part of the creative process.
right?
I told him.
That was something different happening.
All kinds of lies are being
You're
revealed
not
here,
good enough,
Brandon.
Andrew.
I told him that his mediocre drumming would improve. No. But I mean, like with the first EP, we were kind of like feeling each other out and like
Really?
figuring out, and it was
Yeah, good choice of words.
yeah, it was
Katie,
written.
you're still with us, right?
I am.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry, Katie. You made us go down a rabbit hole. But seriously though, I mean, like the first EP was one where we were kind of figuring out like where our roles fit into things. And with this new EP, I think what's really cool is we played a bunch of shows out, and a bunch, but a decent amount.
Handful, yeah.
Handful.
Like 70.
Yeah. We and like in the writing process, we know like vocally where each of us fits pretty well. We have some confidence there, and we kind of know where our roles are. And so, to me, the new EP feels more cohesive in that like true unified voice of like what we do and how we do it and stuff like that.
Yeah, the more work you put into it, everyone gets a little bit better, I think, and everyone gets a little more confident and, you know, moving.
I could have said it that way if I was a little
Just
less
sum
verbose.
it all up. It could have been done in one sentence.
Brandon's like, wrap it up.
Yeah. We're gonna have to play you off. This is like the Academy Awards.
Did that answer your question, Katie?
It does, and I do have another question.
Yes.
if you don't
Okay.
mind.
Yes.
If you guys were to cover any cover, because I know that covering covers is sometimes not cool, but if you were, what cover would you guys do?
Oh man, we had a huge chat about this, and then I was under the impression that we might do some covers, as was Andrew, and then a couple weeks later, Ben was like, "I don't want to do covers," and so I'm
Yeah.
not sure. Where do we stand on that, Ben? Are we going
I-
to do some
I-
covers, or
I don't know.
Well, what
Yeah, I
were you
mean,
discussing?
what were we chatting about? We were talking about doing a Jesus Lizard cover,
I would
think.
fucking love to do a Jesus Lizard song. That was
Oh, we were talking about.
was my pick.
I was talking about doing a Slint song. I
Yeah.
really wanted to do a
Yes,
Slint song.
Slint's really cool.
sounds awesome.
And the thing is, like, typically what I do, I was always a terrible student. Like, like a lot of kids when they start playing guitar, they always want to like find the bands that they like and start playing their tunes. And I would like start learning a song, learn one riff, and be like, "Oh, that's a really cool idea," and start playing off that riff, and then never learn the entire song. So I've never been good at doing that. But like right now, I went back and listened to "Crack the Sky" by Mastodon. I was like, "Oh, this album's so cool!" Started playing Divinations, and I've learned like 2 of the riffs, and I'm like, off into La La Land doing other things.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
I have like no attention span for actually.
No, I
learning
can
the whole
imagine
song.
keeping up with those guys on guitar and like 30 riffs a song.
Or
is
drums.
Pretty,
Oh yeah, God, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, the entire band, but I mean,
so
those
that's
two guitar
gonna be the
players
cover
are-
that
I mean,
we're
that whole
doing
band's
now.
great, but those two guitar players are.
I needed to pick
ridiculous.
up learning how to do all the blast beats that Braun does.
I'm in. I'm totally in.
Insane.
I will never do a blast beat. I will go on record right now.
So Katie, to almost answer your question, we would say Jesus Lizard, Slint, maybe Mastodon if we had another guitarist.
Another singer and another drummer.
And
I can
so
see you guys. I can see you guys doing like Cemetery Gates.
that'd be fucking sweet.
that would be a lot of fun.
So we do have an ongoing joke that's from the band that we were in previously too. One night I was out drunk at a bar.
This is a great story.
It is.
Yeah.
And I texted Brandon, a song came on and I was like, dude, I think a like kind of metally like rock, like hardcore rock or whatever version of David Bowie's Let's Dance would be awesome.
And he texted that to me, and
And
I
his
in
response
a second
was
I wrote
one
back,
word.
false. Period. Yeah.
So now,
Nice.
anytime I hear "Let's Dance" by David Bowie, anytime, no matter where I am, I send him that same text.
Like you were out of the state.
I was
like
out
this
of state.
weekend.
Yeah,
There it is.
There we go.
Awesome work. Awesome work again. Yeah. But yeah.
Think
Andrew
about
sends
this
me a
as
text every time
hardcore.
I'm
Be
done.
awesome.
Katie,
That
after
or Uptown
hearing
Girl.
Oxblood sound, what would you like to hear them cover?
Something fun.
Ugly
Like
Kid Joe.
Uptown Girl.
Taylor Swift.
No, not Uptown Girl.
How about Paul Simon's Graceland?
You don't have a say in this. What does Katie want to hear?
Basically anything. I'm a big Ugly Kid Joe fan. Back in the 90s.
What about Rancid? What if we did a Rancid cover?
Oh, dear God.
We would never be invited
Oh,
back to
man.
the metal experience.
I would willingly invite you back. You'd have to talk to Luco about the permission.
There's a
More
50%
than-
chance we're coming back. On top of the 100% chance we're not coming back.
Katie, do you know this band personally?
Yeah,
I
she's my
do not.
sister-in-law.
Your
Oh, don't lie, Katie. You're my sister-in-law.
your
Oh,
Ben's
what?
sister-in-law.
Do I personally know you guys? Ben's my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Okay, so because you are the first person to call in, what is an embarrassing moment you could share with us about Ben, or interesting fact that would embarrass him that the band might not know, that the world doesn't know? Tell us about Ben. Don't
I
say
have
anything,
pictures
Ben.
I have pictures of Ben where he looks like a homeless person.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
Like,
was
he's
thinking of.
literally legit eating lunch.
Out of a
Sadly-
garbage can?
On the sidewalk.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, I was. Some friends and I went to Calumet Fishery. I don't know because I know that place. It's just like a smoked fish place. Really, really good. But there's no seating anywhere, and we didn't plan ahead. So I'm sitting on the sidewalk with like wax paper and a pile of fish that I've already eaten with my hands that had no utensils. And like I was staring up into the sun, so I look half drunk, and it's like 9 a.m, like sitting on the sidewalk in like torn pants. eating-
Profile picture.
Oh, it's great.
Profile
Yeah.
picture, album art.
Yeah.
Album art, cover art right there.
Fish.
Oh, nice.
Well, thanks for your time, guys.
Thank
Have
you
a
for
great
calling,
evening.
Katie.
Thank you.
Great show. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It'd be awesome. I think Oxblood's new album should be that picture, and then it should be called Fish Sticks.
Hobo Ben.
Hobo Ben.
I don't get it.
Well, let's hear the last of Tides, the last track before we do Luco's Unsigned Band Pick of the Week. What is the last song on this album?
It is called Torn.
Torn. We can only guess what it's about, but we'll ask Ben when we come back.
And now, back to the metal experience.
Did you say hookers and blow?
No, I said the metal experience.
That's not nearly as good.
Do you want a taco? Do you?
So now we all want tacos.
Yeah, I want to get tacos after this. I haven't eaten dinner.
do
We're
want a
going to
taco.
Wendy's.
They have
was
That's
tacos
where
there?
you go to get tacos.
That's
No.
where you go
For
to
their
get
tacos.
No, I
Yeah.
just want chicken.
Burger
But
King has
anyway.
tacos.
Yeah,
What?
they're $1 and
Ew,
they're
that's
delicious.
disgusting. Why would you
And,
have a
Chicago's
Burger
got
King
great
taco?
taquerias. You
Taco
go to
Bell
Burger
supposedly
King.
has a new breakfast sandwich.
Breakfast
Or
waffle
I got the
taco.
waffle
Unless that
taco.
was a joke.
Can
No,
I,
it's
that's
serious.
real.
It's for real.
That's
can I
real.
get that
Okay.
at 11:30 at night?
You might.
If they were smart.
It's fourth
Yeah.
meal, so hopefully.
There you go.
Well, that was Torn
Correct.
by Oxblood, their last song off Tides, their new CD. Ben?
I learned to
Torn.
regret this question. No, I mean, so like that song's another example of I was sitting down, I was playing a riff. I thought I was like, oh, there's something really cool about this, and I want to figure out how to do it. And we got into the space, and while I just had like, I was like, hey Andrew, play this bass line for a bit, and while just jamming on that, we were able to really build a song, build it up, bring it down, like dynamics, play a lot with the dynamics of the song. We don't even sing anything until about 3 minutes into it. So it was something we felt just stood really well on its own from the sort of front half. It was like a first movement. And then the second movement came in, and that came a lot out of jamming. It was a song we spent a lot of time working on different parts. And, you know, sometimes we come like, this is a cool part, doesn't quite fit here. Maybe we'll take that off. That actually, one part became the song before it. We just sort of took it out, thought it didn't quite fit that song, made another song out of it. That's one of the things I like doing too, is
So you were
Frankensteining.
torn as to.
Oh,
There
hey.
you
And
go.
there you have the meaning
Now you
of
have
the
an
song.
excuse, right?
Yeah,
You got the meaning of the song. Yeah.
Well, that was all of Tides in its entirety.
Entirety.
Damn it! I don't know how to talk.
It's entirety.
It's in
Words
Tides
are hard.
Entirety. For those that still want to call in, we do have time. 773-657-3341. We'll hear more Oxblood later. Their other CD, what is that one called?
Sirens.
Sirens. We'll listen to some Sirens later. But before that,
Sirens.
I thought it was called CD2.
CD2.
with tracks 1
Just
through
Prince.
5.
1 through 5.
Luca?
The official working title. Dave?
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found.
Only on the Metal Experience.
Woo wee! All right, this week we got from Sydney, Australia, the band Spheres with the song "But I'm Happy."
But
Check
I'm
it out.
happy.
To see the Father
And now, back to the metal experience.
Did you say hookers and blow?
No, I said the metal experience.
That's not nearly as good.
Do you want a taco? Do you?
Want the fucking taco?
Yeah, I want Dave. Next time you play that sweeper, you better be making some fucking tacos back there, guy.
All right, I'll go to TBK.
All right. Well, that was
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Whoa!
that last song we just heard was Spheres from Sydney, Australia, with the song "But I'm Happy."
But I'm happy.
Check them out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we have another phone call. Dave is but anyway, we're here with Oxblood.
That tune was
and-
pretty dope.
Oh, take it away.
This is the Metal Experience. Who's this?
Hi, this is Abby.
Oh, we
Hi,
know
honey.
this one was coming.
Hey, Abby.
Brandon let us know.
Abby.
So, Abby, you have a question for a band or want to embarrass them? Either one's
I
fine.
have a question for the band. I want to know, when are you guys playing a show, and how can I get in touch with you guys and listen to your music for free online?
Woohoo! Plugs.
This is not a plan.
Abby with the promos.
I am not married to that person. We are playing March 14th at the Burlington up in Logan Square. We're playing with Come On, I Need Your Help, and shit, what was the other
A
band?
light sleeper.
A light sleeper,
A light
right.
sleeper.
Come on, I need your help. I'm a late sleeper.
Oh.
They need to
Morgan.
merge and do a collaborative album.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
That would be
Heavy
amazing.
nightmares of Oxblood.
Yeah, we're playing the Burlington. It's Friday night. Come out. It's going to be awesome. We are online. We have our own website, oxbloodband.com. You can find us on Facebook as Oxblood Band. Twitter is at Oxblood Band. And you can listen to all of our stuff on Bandcamp at oxblood.bandcamp.com. We also have a couple things on YouTube. We're putting some more stuff up there, making of stuff, and you can stream our music there. We kind of, I don't know, I found that almost every song is available on YouTube, and a lot of people just go to YouTube to go
To
listen
listen
to
to
a
stuff.
song.
Yep.
Just they'll go straight there, search a song, search a band if they want to hear it, rather than rather than going to Spotify or Pandora or whatever. So,
Although we will be on those shortly.
we will.
Yeah, the Spotify and the iTunes and the Amazon and the Last FM and the Pandora and all those will be coming very soon because I uploaded those a few nights ago. So.
And what about merch? Do you guys sell anything at shows?
Yes, we have T-shirts, and we're working on printing a like a double print of the two EPs together, put them in one physical media thing. That's the other thing is we're producing this all ourselves. We're funding everything. We found that it's a lot easier to do a lot of digital distribution stuff. A lot of people don't buy tons of CDs anymore. Vinyl sells really nicely, and we're working on that as well. It's also more expensive to print. You have
Very
to master it
expensive to
differently.
Should make limited edition.
If
and
you
numbered
guys make Oxblood vinyls, come in.
ones. Yeah,
Yeah,
I-
I'll buy one.
All right.
I don't need
All
multiple copies of.
It's
It's
totally-
that
that's
dude
totally
got a
worth it.
vinyl player for Christmas.
called a record player,
Oh,
but
did
you
you?
know, whatever.
Andrew just got a record.
did.
player,
I
so
also
did
super
the
excited
same
about
thing.
it.
Yeah.
Quick question. Did you know there's a band from New York also called Oxblood?
They are
Yes,
an oi
we
band.
know all
Yes.
about that.
So
Okay.
Have you
when
been contacted by them?
no, so
Have you?
what we-
Oh, I bent that with my bare hands, folks.
You're
I
so
bent
tough.
bottle
brutally
caps.
strong.
Boom.
You're a
Yep.
wait. They're a what
An
band?
They're
oi band.
An oi band. So
What's
is an
oi?
oi
when we were
A
looking
boy
up
band?
oi
Oi.
No,
oi 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 oi
Kidding.
yeah punk rock yeah exactly.
Oh my God.
So
Wow, they're really from New York, huh?
That's not us.
that's not us. So
we recorded in a basement. Sounds like.
when we were working on the name and deciding on whether or not we wanted to go with Oxblood, you do the Google searches, you look for everything. They hadn't been active since the early 90s. They had an Angel Fire website.
Angel Fire.
Angel Fire? Did I say Angel Wire?
Wait, Angel Fire still exists?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we thought
The
they were
other thing
completely
is that
inactive.
They're a completely different genre
Forgot Abby was
They-
on
they-
that.
and
Hey,
a
Abby.
completely different geographic location.
Right.
I don't think you need to say anything more about that.
Well,
It's really whoever gets signed first and owns the copyright that
well.
wins.
The thing is, they've
Yeah.
they played a reunion show and a couple other things, and it's really only one. There's tons of other overlaps, like the Sword. They're playing tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
There is another band from the '70s, prog rock, also named the Sword.
right.
There's
So-
actually like 7 incubuses,
Right.
6 of which
Nirvana.
are metal bands.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So
Because they never heard of Incubus before.
that's right. Yeah, that's a totally unheard of concept that's
Right.
never come up in mythology before. So that stuff happens. Sometimes it's a gamble. We'll find out if it's a problem or not.
I was gonna say sometimes you need a gimmick like a hate beak.
Right, or better than Ezra. Right, those two guys. There was two bands named Ezra in New Orleans, and
You're
they
bet-
had
just-
a
they're just
battle of
better than
bands.
the other one.
That's
There
exactly
you go.
right. They
Better-
won, so they named themselves
Better than Oxblood.
Yeah.
Oh, there
Better
you go.
Oxblood.
There you go.
That's inspiration.
Aha, we have a cover idea. Let's cover some better than Ezra 2s.
All right. Well, those are good questions. Thank you, Abby, for giving them that opportunity to plug Oxblood.
Embarrassing Ben
No
story.
problem.
Yeah, embarrassing
Ben
Ben
story.
story.
Embarrassing
now.
Ben story.
Embarrassing Ben story.
I don't think there's anything embarrassing about Ben. I think Andrew's at midnight tweets are somewhat embarrassing. at
They come
times.
from Oxblood. You will never know who's
Yeah,
tweeting that
how
out.
How do you know that's not Ben tweeting those?
Yeah. Do
Or
you
the
guys know about At Midnight? It's a
No.
show on Comedy Central that reviews the internet of the day.
Dave knows what's up.
It's
Okay.
fucking awesome. It's like it's at 11. Well, it's at midnight.
11:59
Eastern.
and 59 seconds.
Yeah, but it plays here at 11 because we're central.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they have a thing called hashtag wars, so they make stuff up. Like last night's hashtag wars was food band or food songs. So
You
it's-
did a good job on those.
You like
I
that?
have to
Kelp
say.
was
Yeah, it
really
was
good.
I did.
Instead of Beatles Help, it was Kelp.
I want to know what Lox is.
I wanna know
That
what
was-
Lox
I
is.
like that.
Want to know what Lux is?
Actually,
Everything
Lox is
everything I do it for Stu.
nice.
You came up with that one?
That was good. That
That's
was
really
mine too.
good. I didn't see that one.
So Abby hates my food tweets.
Wait, those ended up on Hash Wars?
Yeah, well, no. So it ended up in the Twitter sphere.
Right, so everyone on Twitter tweets their own ideas
Oh, my
with a
God.
hashtag.
Yeah, and then if At Midnight gets them, they'll retweet them or whatever.
So Wrecking Ball would be Meatball?
Yes.
That would be good.
There you go.
Yep, absolutely.
Come on, that's so dumb.
Speaking of which, have you guys seen the Ron Jeremy cover of Wrecking Ball?
No.
No.
I don't
Oh, yes,
what?
yes.
What? No, we
I
don't
think I
wanna
saw a
watch
link
this.
to it at work, and I was like,
No, what
I
would
don't
make you click
necessarily
on
know.
that? Ron Jeremy, come on, that dude's disgusting.
That's what's so great.
Oh, no one wants to see that. Jesus.
It's comedy
Okay.
gold.
As a plus, he does not get naked.
Well,
thanks for ruining it.
nobody.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's
fuck,
a
no, I'm
minus,
not gonna
actually.
watch
Yeah.
it.
He's also
Holy
got
shit,
this
is
like
someone
weird.
delivering tacos.
Is that delivery taco guy?
No,
No.
it looks like he's
Tacos.
carrying.
But
a
no,
bowling
he was.
ball.
He's also got this weird like outer belly button. It's kind of like it's got like.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
enough.
Dave! Come on, stop describing Ron
No
Jeremy
lint.
naked. It's
Hey, no
weird.
lint.
He's got an outie. It's
Oh
weird.
my
Why
God,
do you know what his
come
belly
on.
button
Yeah, what do you?
looks like?
What do you pause it and zoom in?
I am so sorry.
Pretty damn
Abby.
obvious. Here,
We
I'll
got
pull up
off
the
on
video.
the
No, we're-
wrong subject.
All right, pull it up. But
You wanted to hear us about something embarrassing, and now we're looking at Ron Jeremy on a Wrecking Ball.
And
This
a belly
isn't dirt on Ben.
Thanks,
That's what we
Abby.
want.
Abby has an excellent
Love
voice.
you. Oh God.
Oh my God!
he looks like death.
Don't.
All right.
Lord, we train our hearts in
Wow, he actually sang it too.
Oh, skip through this.
never escape.
I don't know if I could stand staring at that mug for quite.
Oh my
a long
God!
time.
I fell on
This is like
This
a
dude
shot
used
for
to do
shot remake.
porn. Are you kidding?
Still does.
Still does.
Still does. Who would fuck that?
Tons of
Damaged
tons of
people
chicks.
paid money.
Why? Have some standards. Oh my God, Abby, you're better off not seeing what I'm seeing right now. Let me just
I've
tell
seen
you.
it.
She probably tried to show it to me.
You need to YouTube this
You do
video
not
right
need
now.
to YouTube
God.
it. No, you would be scarred for life.
Let's just say he's not important for his looks.
Oh my God. All right. I think we should hear more Oxblood.
I agree.
I agree.
Turn Ron Jeremy. Oh dear God.
All right, turn this off. My boner ran away.
I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love.
This is terrible.
It sounds like an Eminem song.
Break your walls.
All right, Dave, you're killing me over here, guy. Well,
Do
thank
you
you
guys,
for. Do we still have a caller on the line?
Abby,
Yeah.
you still there?
Abby?
Thank you, Abby.
I'm still here.
Oh, well,
Thanks
you
for your
calling
lack
in.
of embarrassing Ben story.
Well, I just want everyone to know that Oxblood, the tweeting from Oxblood is great. So follow Oxblood.
That's right. You should follow
us on
at
Twitter.
Oxblood Band.
Oxblood
And
Band.
you can find out how much beer Andrew drinks.
And then you can try to figure out who's the one that's tweeting. It could be one of the three. You never know.
I know.
There's a 99%
game.
chance it's Andrew.
I know it's Andrew because he stood right in front of me and was like, I gotta tweet this. So
I tweeted the radio show.
yeah, I know.
To our
you were the tweet
tens
on
of
hand.
followers.
Yeah, there you go.
So, what should we play off of Siren? Palamute.
Track 1.
Track 1.
Track
Track
one.
5.
Track 5.
Track 5.
Abby's
Oh.
got her quest. Track 5. What is it called, Abby?
I don't know.
It's
Okay.
called Eve.
It's called Eve.
Called Eve. This one's for you, Abby.
Thank you.
You should rename it Abby.
No.
No, because
I don't want it.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait,
Ben doesn't
Abby
know
and
what
Eve?
it's about, so he doesn't want to call it Abby.
Oh,
'cause he
we kind of
wouldn't-
know. We kind of know what this one's about.
Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, Andrew's
Forget
rapey
it, 'cause
lyrics.
He forgot this song.
Oh, it is my rapey lyrics. That's right.
Yeah, those and my wife shall not go together.
I'm going to be in full agreement with that.
Oh man.
On that note,
Here's Eve.
You
And now, back to the metal experience.
Did you say hookers and blow?
No, I said the metal experience.
That's not nearly as good.
Do you want a taco? Do you? Do you? Do you want a taco? Do you?
And we're back, Dave. You goofy bastard. We are here with Oxblood. What was that track? That delicious track we just heard. Speaking
Eve.
of tacos, Eve. And what's that bad boy about? I feel as if there's a little bit of bad mojo surrounding that song.
I guess there is an actual thought behind it. The idea being that, we all make our own decisions, and a lot of people complain about decisions that they've made as if it wasn't their own fault. So not only, Eve chose to eat the apple, but so did I.
Bitch.
Well, it's not like, yeah. That's part of that's actually one of the lines.
Yeah,
you say,
intentionally.
right?
Intentionally wrote that lyric because Ben was talking a lot about free will, obviously, but we were doing it metaphorically from a biblical sense. Calling the song Eve. So then
In the biblical sense.
In the biblical sense, yeah. So then I came up with that stuff in the middle there about Eve and eating the apple, and I liked ending it with a line like "I'd eat the apple too." So it's like you can't blame her. We all make terrible decisions, but live with those consequences. Don't complain about them.
Yeah, you own your own decisions.
You made that decision, go for it. So,
So
Ben holds us to a really high standard, basically. Yeah,
some deep shit right there.
Yeah,
Eve is basically Ben's kind of take on joining this band. He's like, well, I had other opportunities, but fuck.
I guess.
I just gotta live with it. I'm in.
I ate the apple. What am I supposed to do?
Stuck with these assholes.
Yeah.
Morgan, do you have sound over there? No.
I guess not.
No
Oh,
one
good.
can
Okay,
hear
yeah, we can hear you.
She can't hear us. We
mute.
can't hear her. All right. Well, moving on. That's all I got. I got
4.
nothing.
I'm on 4. I didn't know that. Sorry.
And you're back.
I'm back.
Now we can hear you.
I'm
Can
across
you hear
the room.
us?
Yeah.
I can.
Perfect.
Duh. That's why I'm responding to you. We're having a conversation right now.
No, you're reading our lips.
No, you're reading our
Yeah,
lips.
I'm very good at that. All I'm seeing is.
Yay, visual humor.
All right. It's time for Local Roundup.
Let's do it. Not it.
That's not it.
That's
Dave,
not it either.
I need help.
Morgan can't.
I don't know what the
click a
Local Roundup
button.
is. Please click that for me.
The local roundup with Morgan on the Metal Experience.
Woo! All right. It's that time again, Local Roundup. For those that want to submit or have any announcements, themetalexperience.com is a great way where you can submit all your upcoming information, or you can always message us on Facebook, and I will announce it for you on air. Hey, that's a good plug. All right, so upcoming
Good one.
events. For $18, you can get a t-shirt and a ticket to see Active Destruction open for The Absence at Penny Road Pub on March 13th. Nice. Free shipping is included, and if I'm not mistaken, that is next Thursday. What? Biomimic is looking for a keyboardist. Depremacy is still looking for a drummer. Heatstorm Annihilation is in need of a bass player, and we actually just saw them at Cobra Lounge this past week. We saw Everything Must Die. They were fucking awesome. I just bought a shirt. I'm wearing it tonight. They were amazing. Thanks to Vic's Drum Shop for putting that together last Thursday. But Heatstorm Annihilation was there too. We were able to catch up with them. They came back from Europe. They were on tour with 6 Feet Under back in December. Big things still happening for them. They are going on tour with Master coming up in spring. So definitely catch them at Reggie's, happening on April 21st, I believe. So definitely check them out. That they're still in need of a bass player. So if you can tour, if you got what it takes, hit up them. And Worm still looking for a drummer, so definitely check them out. Matt Wolf of Skullfogger put together a mighty fine mixtape, which is really, downloadable.
Is it
but
legitimately a tape?
I mean, we call it a mixtape still. It's still cool, right? Featuring some of Chicago's finest rock and metal bands. So they have availability for download up on Skullfogger's website and everything. So check out Beyond Death is on it. Armored Assault, they were on our show last week. Miles from Exile, they're recording new stuff. They have that new vocalist. Something Beautiful, Never We See.
Nice.
They're still trying to raise money for their new upcoming album, so definitely help out Never We See on Indiegogo and Kickstarter. Mexican Werewolves on it, The Alder Kingship, and more. It is a free download. Martyr from Madison from Grand Rapids, Michigan, just celebrated their 1-year anniversary as of March 1st. They've been around for a year, so congratulations to them. Their new CD, Swim the Waves, is out now. By the Thousands from St. Paul, Minnesota, is releasing their new EP on March 9th, so definitely keep a lookout for that. Sparkplug Assassins from Chicago just released an updated version of their song One Last Breath with updated guitar and bass tracks. It's up on their Facebook page. Before I Die from Douglas, Arizona has been recording their new CD. Their new single Remembrance just hit YouTube the other day, so definitely check that out. Beyond Threshold from Rockford just released their new single Ever Changing. You can see them on tour right now for Who We Are, their tour. There's various cities and dates available on Facebook and their website. And they are also on Turkey Vulture Records, so definitely check it out because they do have updated list of tours. Stab Twist Pull from Chicago have been releasing new show dates, so definitely head to their Facebook page and website to see when they're playing near a city near you.
City near you.
Yeah, whatever. Depriving the Masses from Indiana have just hit the studio to record their new album as of Saturday. Keep a lookout for updates on that. Forget Tomorrow from Wolcott, Connecticut just got over 60,000 views on their video The Movement.
Boom!
You can check them out on Facebook and YouTube. Forget Tomorrow from Wolcott, Connecticut. Definitely an awesome video. The Rising Plague from Algona, Iowa. Welcome Cheese. I'm pretty sure it's Cheese, Cheeze, as their new drummer. Congratulations to Rising Plague.
Cheese.
They have just made new shirts and already have sold out halfway of them. They have 15 left, so you can head to their Facebook page and their merch shop link is on there to grab it while supplies last. This Divided World from New York, celebrating Metal Mustache March. Submit your beard and mustache pictures on their Facebook wall and have your friends vote, and the winner gets a free CD and bragging rights that you have.
What type of CD?
The metalist mustache of all. Obviously, at This Divided World CD, they are fucking awesome. Duh.
Ben gave me a thumbs up, and his thumb just
Sideways.
mesmerized me.
A thumb sideways.
Check out Victims from Chicago. They've been posting a lot of studio updates of their newest album that they are working on right now, so definitely look at their Facebook page, watch the YouTube updates. Great things happening for them. I know that one of their tracks they have guest vocals from Sworn In on there, so that's definitely awesome. Hopefully we are getting them on the show in June, so keep posted on that. But they have they've done 4 studio updates, so they've got a lot of behind the scenes happening, so definitely check that out. Sunday on Corey Rocks Your World, our good friends over at Sonic Asylum Radio, DeSonia will be on their show this Sunday. You can head to Corey's Facebook page and her website to definitely check out the live recording, and they'll be on our show June 3rd. And then check out Kimmy and the Metal Deli, great bands, interviews, and merch, all available for your taste buds. If you buy her shirt, and you show up at the Days of the Doom Fest in Milwaukee on June 20th and 21st. Why are you talking about whores? I'm talking about Kimmy from the Metal Deli. That's awkward.
Sorry. No, I was talking about her. I was not talking about her. No.
Sorry, Kimmy. Luco's just in the wrong place.
I'm sorry, Kimmy. I was not talking.
Kimmy
looking at
has her shirts available. So if you show up to Days of the Doomed, she will buy you a drink if you're wearing her shirt.
Did you want to announce that show?
Yeah. We're just you guys are announcing shows. Our friends in the Swamp King are opening up for Whores from Atlanta. They're coming. They're playing March 21st at the Cobra Lounge. It's Whores, Lopan, and the Swamp King. All 3 are fucking amazing bands.
Absolutely,
dude. Whores has been all over the place recently.
I'm sure.
Those guys are awesome from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Noise rock. They're
Sludgy.
fucking unbelievable. The bassist was in.
rock.
Who's he in?
Norma Jean is.
He was in Norma Jean.
What?
Yeah, it's the ex Norma Jean bassist.
Nice.
All 3 of the guys are fucking unbelievable. They've been getting a lot of well deserved props. So that show Cobra Lounge is gonna be awesome.
Sweet.
Yes.
Nice. Lions Printing, the last thing I have to announce, the official printer of the Metal Experience, Corey Rocks Your World, MHX Radio, and the Metal Deli. If you want stickers, flyers, everything printed for cheap, definitely check out Alliance Printing. They do great work. We do have links for their Facebook and their website. If you ask us, we can definitely hook you up with our connection. Just let them know that we referred you. But they do great stuff. If you have our stickers, you know. So definitely check them out. And then next week on the show, we have Lucifus coming from Indiana.
Nice.
They keep sending me messages. They're very excited. And they should, well, from what I've told, they should have new music. So
Really?
we are looking
Buy it
very
nice.
forward to having them on. I hope they realize there's a time difference.
You should maybe let them know that.
I have. They're very prepared.
I was just listening to Lucifus CD a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, they're very, very awesome. So if you've been paying attention to the Facebook page, Luca's been doing his shower picks of the day. You know, when he's got time to take a shower.
Which is every day. It's not like I don't have time to take a shower. Sometimes I just don't have time
He
to
posts
post
the things
stuff.
that he's been listening to, so it's
While
an
I'm naked.
honor
Good
if you get to have your music played while he's naked in the shower.
Yeah, there
I
you go.
guess.
I mean, I clean the
You know?
filth off from either the previous day or that therein day, and listen to some pretty badass music.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that you've listened to some Oxblood in the shower.
I will.
Excellent.
That's if he gets to keep the CDs
I'm totally
that you
stealing
bought.
your
Yeah.
CD1 and CD2.
But definitely check out our website. All the past shows that we've done are available up there to still
Hopefully
listen
they
to.
work, Greg. You fucking
The
piece of son of a bastard.
metalexperience.com has all the upcoming shows that we will be to, including this weekend on Saturday. We are going to be at Protest the Hero with Battlecross at
Battlecross is the
Mojo's.
shit.
It's going to be awesome. And then it has all the upcoming events that we're going to, all the past shows, all the upcoming guests on our show, and everybody that we work with and are affiliated with that we want to promote, and all the unsigned band picks that you've had over the past 2 years, and everybody that's been on our show. There's links to everyone.
And how?
So themetalexperience.com. And one more time, Oxblood, where can people find your band
You
and
can find
upcoming
us
shows?
on Twitter at Oxblood Band. You can find us on Facebook /Oxblood Band. We are on our own website at oxbloodband.com. You can find us on YouTube with the Oxblood Band. And you can listen to all our stuff and buy our digital copies of our records at oxblood.bandcamp.com.
Woo!
And then what shows do you guys also have coming up?
So playing March 14th, Burlington, up in Logan Square. Again, playing with a light sleep, and Come On, I Need Your Help. Put on by Phantom Note Productions.
Come on, I need your
Those
help.
guys-
I'm a late sleeper.
Absolutely.
Should be super badass. It's a Friday. If you've ever been to the Burlington,
Good bar.
awesome beers, great bourbon.
Really good sound, honestly. Like I'm every show I've been there has sounded really good.
Yeah,
Did
stoked
someone say
about that.
great bourbon?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, like
Where's
all bourbon is great bourbon, but they have a lot of really great bourbon.
Well, there you go.
and even the like semi-great bourbon is really cheap.
Well, there you go.
All right, and what's the last track that you guys want to go out listening to? We do have a new show that's going to be playing after us tonight, so we have to keep it short.
That's
Okay.
why there's 18 people out there.
Yes, that is why. Their show to be announced of what it's called because it is in Spanish. But for those that are habla español, definitely check it out and
Hola,
stay
¿qué tal?
around. Yeah, right.
Ja, Gavarish Paruski.
Don't
Habla
correct her.
Español, because I don't know Spanish.
Let's go with track 4 off CD1, which
Track
is
4.
called Track 4 from the album CD1.
Okay.
I mean, actually CD2.
CD2.
Oh, crap.
And I,
You're
what is
screwing me
this
over.
call?
The song's called Palomino.
There is
I
actually a
would-
story behind this, and we.
Oh,
kind of
there
very
is.
quickly-
I was
is,
going to
yeah.
ask Ben, but I forgot that
All
he
the- all
doesn't
the
know what they're
lyrics-
about. I just pictured a horse. I might be wrong. Did you have a
No.
bad
No,
experience
you're
riding a horse as
absolutely
a
right.
kid?
All of the lyrics are about horses.
And you
We
got
have
kicked
all
by one in the
written-
balls when you were little, right?
Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
Actually, it broke my jaw.
Really?
And that's why I talk weird.
No, I think it broke your thumbs, and that's.
Yeah, I was gonna
yeah,
say.
They've been
Give it a
backwards
thumbs
now.
up. Yeah.
So oddly enough, very quickly.
You're not a good cowboy, Ben. I'm sorry.
No, I am terrible. Cowboy.
Yeehaw. So yeah, we had this song kind of in back pocket when we went into the studio the first time. On the fly, we just kind of ran it, and the take that we did, I think, came out really fucking great. But we had no name for it. The bar that we were hanging out with in Milwaukee was called Palomino.
Oh.
We got a bunch of drinks, and then it seemed like a
named it
good
that.
idea to name the song after.
And the song is entirely instrumental, so. You know,
Oh, well, even better.
Whatever.
Then you don't have to explain what it's about, Ben.
Exactly.
That was
Just make up the story as you go along. Whatever happened in the bar, it's a romantic
So
instrumental
the
music.
lyrics, the lyrics are about a horse.
There was a small horse in the bar.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming out.
Yeah,
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Yeah,
Check
thanks
out
for having us.
Oxblood.
Please.
That's all I got.
Yep.
yeah.
Right on.
Sirens
Right on.
and
Fuck yeah,
Tides
guys.
Come see us kill
available
it
on
live.
Facebook and everywhere else where their music is.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Here is track 4.